All right, we have some big breaking news coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. There has been a massive uproar in the State Assembly over the resolution backed by National Conference asking for talks with Pakistan. The resolution says that talks are essential for peace in the valley and that the Omar Abdullah government must urge the centre to restart the peace process between India and Pakistan. The latest resolution comes as the BJP and the National Conference squabble over the fate of border villages impacted by firing from Pakistan. Omar Abdullah accused the centre of abandoning them and was the first one to suggest that talks must continue, or should have rather continued. In the poll season in the state, the National Conference clearly has its eyes fixed on winning an election and towing the separatist line, even as Pakistan continues to provoke, raising tensions at the border. All right, massive uproar there in the State Assembly. Shuja Haq joining me for more on this developing story. Shuja, what really transpired within the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly that resulted in such ruckus? Throw some more light on the latest developments.
Well, Sana, since the first day when the Assembly started functioning, there were voices on the cross-border shelling that has been happening, ceasefire violations that have been happening, where Jammu-based members have continuously seeking that the government should send across some sort of a message to condemn Pakistan's action. There have been some voices within the Assembly as well as the J&K Legislative Council who have been saying that some sort of a message should go across to the centre from the state, which urges the centre to resume talks with Pakistan so that the process of resolution is not stalled. So that is what exactly was happening today also in the J&K Legislative Assembly. While members were trying to discuss this matter, there was ruckus from all sides. We saw the National Conference members, in fact one of them actually did move out saying that he was not party to the kind of politics which was being played around on this issue. Clearly something that will continue to happen as long as this session is going on. The resolution has only been tabled, has not been discussed yet. Very, very interesting how the discussion will happen and what the end result of the discussion will be.
Shuja, as soon as the National Conference put this suggestion, asked for talks with Pakistan, they said that for peace in the valley, talks between India and Pakistan are essential. What about the reaction from the other members in the House? What about the opposition PDP, the BJP? What really happened there?
Well, Sana, as I was pointing out, the House is divided on this issue. While there have been voices, particularly from Jammu-based parties like BJP as well as Panthers Party, who have been constantly demanding that some sort of a message should be sent across to condemn Pakistan. There has been a point of view from Kashmir-based political parties that a message should be sent across to the centre government so that they can take up the issue and once again start dialogue with Pakistan so that a long-term resolution to Jammu and Kashmir's problems can be sought.
All right, Shuja, I request you to please stay on with me. I'll be coming back to you for more on this other big story as well from Jammu and Kashmir. Well, we are learning that major efforts are on to hunt down a unit commander of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, who is considered to be the most wanted man in Kashmir at this time. Military intelligence sources have told Headlines today several recent attacks in Srinagar, Central and South Kashmir area have been attributed to him and his unit, comprising of 2 more terrorists. Ghani came onto intelligence agency radars last year during the deadly July 2014 ambush on the army convoy. In fact, we'll be getting you more on that story. For now, let's go back to tracking that breaking news from Jammu and Kashmir. PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti now joining me over the telephone line. Thanks so much for speaking to Headlines today. Your reaction on this resolution that has been passed in the Assembly asking for talks to continue between India and Pakistan?
Well, ultimately it is the people right from Kathua to Karna who suffer because of this fighting across the border. So definitely Jammu Kashmir does not want to become a battlefield to settle scores with each other. The countries have been fighting since 1947 and it is the people of Jammu and Kashmir who have suffered the wars. We want them to hold dialogue, talk with each other. Gun is not solution to any problem. So it's a good thing that the Assembly has passed a unanimous resolution asking both the sides to, show restraint and talk to each other rather than, kill, each other.
Right. What do you have to say about, the tensions, recent tensions and the talks that had been called off earlier, and now Omar Abdullah now spearheading this, campaign, being the main voice behind asking for the talks to continue? What would you say to this? Will this suggestion be really taken on? Because we saw what happened with the separatists in the valley a few weeks back.
Well, I think it was a very immature decision on the part of India to call off the talks just because Hurriyat met the Pakistani High Commission, because it has not happened for the first time. Pakistani High Commission met even Musharraf when Vajpayee ji was the Prime Minister of India. So it is not something that happened for the first time, and to react in a childish manner, call off the talks was not a good decision. We would still ask the government of India that they should go ahead with the talks. And also at the same time, the DGMOs should meet and sort out this firing on the border, because on both the sides, it is the innocent civilians who are getting killed. And we don't want it. And I mean, ultimately, it is the people of Jammu and Kashmir on both the sides who are getting killed.
All right, so you are essentially in support of these talks and you are saying that they should continue. Do you not think that the timing of, raising this point and this resolution is also something which needs to be looked at, because the election in the state is approaching? This is a bid from the National Conference, to escalate this issue, even as Pakistan is continuing to provoke along the line of control and the international border.
Was going on, we took a procession of 20,000 people in Srinagar, because both India and Pakistan need to listen to the people of J&K, what they want. We don't want a war. We don't want to be a part of any war, because we are not citizen of this country. Rather.
All right, Mehbooba Mufti there, PDP chief. We seem to have lost that connection with her, but clearly saying that this seems to be a step in the right direction, concurring with that tabling of the resolution, with Omar Abdullah saying that yes, talks need to be resumed between India and Pakistan, and that's going to be way ahead for peace in the valley.